Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. Whew. Wow, not a happy new year from a lot of ways, but anyway. By the way, I was just on with Ron Paul today, his Liberty Report. Very honored to be on with him. There's no man that I respect more in the world than him. And that's the last person I voted for president, 2012. Again, I agree with everything? No, but I agree with most everything he does. And he's a man of peace, and that's most important because peace on earth is a dirty word. Again, I got blacklisted from, you should be on Oprah the Today Show. Good morning, America. You can't talk about peace. None of the prostitutes have anybody there talking about peace. No, only war. Anyway, and again, I launched Occupy Peace over a decade ago, so I put my money where my heart and soul are. So I was honored to be on with Ron Paul. So go check it out, Liberty Report. And Daniel McAdams, real smart cat, knows about the world. So on the markets, now today they went up. You know why? The Dow Jones up 306 points, S&P 0.55, NASDAQ up 0.91, and NVIDIA and Microsoft and Meta platforms, they pumped it up. Oh, Microsoft haven't got an email since about 1 p.m. today, Eastern time. Oh, that's Microsoft. I forgot. Hey, our stock went up. But shut the fuck up, all right? Yeah. Hey, give me back my money for what I pay for this, all right? Fuck you. Anyway, what else? So their Outlook application ain't applicating. And the stocks went up because Trump said he would no longer impose tariffs on imports of 8 European nations. That was set to begin February 1st. Hey, Taco Trump, huh? Trump always chickens out. Oh boy, all the people that hate me for calling Trump out. Oh, but they loved me when I was calling out Genocide Joe. No, we like Trump. Yeah, fuck off. I don't want to hear your shit. I only go by the facts. And the facts is he says one thing and does another. All right? All right. Hey. Listen to me, all right? I'm running for office. We want to have peace on earth. All over, all right? Oh, that was in October 2024. Oh, how many times did he bomb Somalia? Only 130 times. Bomb, where else? Nigeria, Yemen, Iran, Iraq, Syria. Oh, kidnapped the president of Venezuela. No, he didn't, Salenti. He captured him. Yep. Anyway, I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. Oh, yeah. Man of peace or a piece of shit. That's what he said when he was running for office on October 20th, 2024. So I don't want to hear your crap. Shove it. So you go. Trump, who has been relentlessly pushing for U.S. control of Greenland in recent weeks, said Wednesday on Truth Social that he and NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, another piece of another scumbag asshole, have, quote, formed the framework of a future deal with respect to Greenland. Yep. And then they go on to write, Trump's deal over Greenland spurs both relief and confusion as questions remain about the supposed agreement. Questions, I'll make up any shit I want. All right. Yep. This is the language from CNBC. As the president didn't share details of the framework or who agreed to it, one strategist told CNBC, quote, details of the framework or who agreed to it, nobody's going to believe him anymore. Why, how dare you? How dare you say you're not going to believe him anymore? He could change his mind anytime he wants. Ready? I'm a dictator, all right? Yeah, that's what he said at the World Economic Forum. He said, sometimes you need a dictator. And that I'm a dictator. Yeah. Dictator, dictator, Greenberg, iceberg. What's the difference? So listen, hit that like button and subscribe to our videos because we're getting blacklisted. Nah, I'm not being racist, all right? I can't say whitelisted, they call it blacklisted. So please support us. We're supporting you. And don't forget, you could get these great, as I said, you got morons and imbeciles running the world in a country near you. So you want to go to our site there and get these cups and anything else, the shirts, say politicians, who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? Boop, 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 bitty bop, bitty bip. Oh, and guess what? We're back on Instagram and Facebook. So spread the word. Again, dictator, dictator, Greenberg, iceberg. What's the difference? So the inflation rate, 2.8%, higher than expected. And when you put the real inflation in, it's higher than that. Bitcoin, as we went on the air, it's down a bit, trading in the mid $89,000 per coin range. Oil prices came down about 2% because Trump said he's not going to do this or that about Greenland. And now they're saying there may be a deal with Ukraine, but they've been saying that for a long time. So let's see what happens. Gold, you ready? Up $103 an ounce. $103 an ounce today, closing at $4,934 per ounce. And silver up $3.08 an ounce, closed at $96.06 an ounce. Not a word. Go to CNBC. Look at it. Not a word, not a word, not a word, not a word about spiking gold prices and silver prices. What was silver like last week? About $82 an ounce. And now it's what? 96. And gold, it only went up about $340 since last week. I mean, this used to take years to do this. And again, we gold you so, and that's why you subscribe to the Trends Journal. We're giving you what nobody else is giving you, anywhere, any place. And by the way, there's going to be a correction. Nothing goes straight up or straight down. We could see another $500 correction. Oh my God, that would bring gold down to what? $4,400 an ounce. Yeah, but long term, this thing's going to. Long term and the short term, it's going to keep going up because Trump's going to do everything he can to boost the economy, which means lower interest rates, and the lower interest rates fall, the deeper the dollar falls. You know the story. So China aims to boost domestic consumption. Very important. China's, you saw their trade went up by what, $1.2 trillion or something like that. But their real estate slump still is going on. They overbuilt the place. People can't afford to buy it. They're selling out. So they're going to do everything they can to prop this up. And again, the COVID war killed it. Killed it. And nobody wants to talk about it. And again, it destroyed the lives and livelihoods all over the world. Baidu's AI assistant reaches milestone. And this is from the Wall Street Journal. Baidu's AI assistant has surpassed 200 million monthly active users as competition intenses among Chinese tech giants in the AI field. And what's one of your top trends for 2026? .com bust 2.0, a trend that we warned you about just about a year ago. It's going to happen. And when that happens, you're going to see gold and oil prices spike to levels way, way beyond where they are. Here, Long-running real estate crash weighs down China's growth. All right? And that's from the toilet paper. Yep. Here's what they say. China's overall trade surplus climbed last year, while the real problem for Beijing's proved to be housing market crash that began 4 years ago and has worsened with each passing month. They don't talk about the COVID war, 3 years of zero COVID policy that destroyed the lives and livelihoods of billions of people across the planet and hundreds of millions in China. Not a word, not a word, not a word. Construction and other real estate activities had represented roughly a quarter of Chinese economic growth. Oh, and by the way, they keep talking about the U.S. GDP growth that came up again. Again, according to the data, some 50% of it's AI generated for putting all that money in there. It's not about the whole economy. IMF warns global economy at risk if AI fails. Yeah, no shit. That's the Financial Times. We only told you this a while ago. So don't listen to us. Only listen to the prostitutes. And what else? Trump's first year back marked by turmoil. Financial Times. Yep. By the end of 2025, average Americans' effective tariff rate reached 16.8%, according to the Yale Budget Lab. At the same time, revenue from tariffs has surged $7.3 billion in January to $27.9 billion in December last year. So again, I'm positive on this fat tariffs. So all you Trump haters hate me for saying that when I support that, but I'm not allowed to say that because the other people hate me for saying that. So he should, again, it shows you that the U.S. job growth has also stagnated during Trump's second term, with non-farm payrolls shedding for the first time since 2020. Oh, the first time since 2020? Who locked down the American government back in 2020? Trump. Yeah. On Black Friday, March 13th, 2020. That's right. He's the guy that closed it down. And he's the guy that sold the Operation Warp Speed jab. Yep. And here's what they say. Though Trump promised supporters he would ensure an end to America's endless wars and stay true to America First agenda, his actions point to a sharp foreign policy pivot. Yep. Again, I go over it over and again. The lies he told about how he's going to be a peace president and his New Year's resolution, peace on earth. So, and again, I'm afraid talking out against this because you know what else he just did? He sued J.P. Morgan Chase. Yep. And the CEO, Jamie Dimon. I think like $5 billion or something. And how many newspapers and magazines and others they sued. So I'm getting concerned about speaking out. This is another article, Financial Times. You better sue them. U.S. president turns mockery into a weapon of diplomacy. In the space of an hour, he published screenshots of groveling text messages from French President Emmanuel Macron and NATO chief Mark Rutte. He accused U.S. leader Starmer of, quote, great stupidity, and posted an AI-generated image of himself planting a U.S. flag in Greenland. But U.S. defense stocks surge as Greenland tensions mount. So they're putting more and more money into the defense, as we've been writing about, and they're selling the bullshit that that's going to bring up the economy. No, it won't. Economies grow when the products that are being produced are consumed by the consumers. It's only bringing more and more debt. High defense spending drove share prices up enormously higher. Yep. The military-industrial complex got richer and richer. And again, this whole thing with Greenland, nobody knows where it's going to go. And here's these articles in the toilet paper record, New York Times. Year under Trump claims falsehood and distortions. And they list them. He says one thing and they're totally untrue. Totally untrue. Makes up numbers that don't exist. Yeah. The speech skews the U.S. role in Greenland's history in NATO. Made up stuff, totally untrue by the facts. Another article, Trump's meandering victory lap. And then you know what Trump said? I think God is very proud of the job I've done. What God you talking about? What God you talking about? Oh, maybe the God that told Moses or Abraham 3,500 years ago that land belongs to the Jewish people, that God? What God you talking about? You mean the God that likes that you bomb Somalia? What God you talking about? Oh, the God that liked that you bomb Iraq and Iran and Yemen, all right? Oh, I forgot Nigeria. What God you talking about? God we trust. Yep. 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 Russian strike hits Kyiv power and heating. Places Ukraine's going to shit. People can't get heat. It's disgusting. So now they're talking about, Trump said he met with Zelensky and the deal is, quote, reasonably close. We've heard this before. We've heard it before. We'll see what happens. And that Witkoff jerk, what's his name off over there, said that, quote, if both sides, he says he's felt encouraged and optimistic about the progress so far, quote, if both sides want to solve this, we're going to get it solved. I think we've made a lot of progress. I think we've got it down to one issue, and we have discussed iterations of that issue, and that means it's solvable. But they go on to say he did not specifically specify what the sticking points were. But again, as we've been saying, it's about the land that Russia has gotten since the war started on February 24th, 2022. They're not going to give back the land they got. No way, no how. So something has to happen with that. And we'll see what happens. And Israel bulldozes UN refugee agency building. Isn't that nice? And Trump says Iran would be wiped off the face of the earth if something happens to him. That was a couple of days ago. Israel kills 11, including journalists and children. Yep, ceasefire, huh? No ceasefire. War keeps going on, and it's only going to get much, much worse if we don't have peace on earth. So again, everybody do what you can to support us because we're doing everything we can to support you. And again, you go to our site and you get our little cups. And remember, you got to boogie before the lights go out because tomorrow is iffy. And that's in a good book, chapter 6, section 8. So, thanks for tuning in and check out Celenti and the Judge that I did yesterday, man. He's concerned about what's going on too. And we're losing our life, liberty in the pursuit of happiness. So thanks for tuning in and we'll see you soon.